Yo, Dave, you're gonna want to see this.
Hey everybody, I'm up here in the middle of the Colville National Forest today, up north by Orient, and I'm up looking at a mine. If I pan this way, you'll see back behind the fence here is a mine. This is a vertical drop mine here, so the shaft just goes completely down. And they have it roped off for obvious reasons, so you don't go falling into it. So you can see there's some old timbers and some metal pieces from the building that was over top of this, and probably part of the lifting apparatus that lifted the ore bucket up and down into the shaft. Let me see if I can get this in here. There's some timbers down there in the shaft hole. Some pieces of metal and stuff down there. You turn around over here. This is the tailings pile. It's pretty big. It goes about 50, 60 feet in front of me here. Kind of goes down the hill there. So the hill is kind of built up. This mine is located in the Orient mining district, which is one of the mining districts in Stevens County, Washington. It is the highest producing district in this county, second being the Chewelah mining district. Here's one of the sites you see along the road here. An old miner shack here. I believe this was some type of probably one of the mills that was up here. There is some metal or some concrete foundation pieces that kind of lend themselves to it being a mill here. All right, so up the road here, we got an old miner's cabin. This is the outer room here. Just looking in here, the roof collapsed. There was an old couch in here. And looking on the wall, they had power in here at one point. You look in through this other window here, if you can see anything. Yeah, not much. We'll walk around to the front door here. There's the other side of this room that we were just in. Here's the front entranceway to there. We turn around, there was like a little animal stall here and an abandoned vehicle that's been sitting there for years. Let's look on the front porch here. Used to have a nice looking deck. This floor looks to be still in good shape. There's the inside of this cabin. It doesn't look like it's been molested too much in here. And it's in still pretty good shape. There's a little attic up there. They have ran power through here. With, looks like they used some extension cords. So they must have had power up here at one point in time when the mill next door was running. And you'll see that here in a minute. We'll be right back. So I'm walking back up here by the truck here. And Nathan here.
Hey, bro, come up here. You're gonna want, there's a piece of machinery. You're gonna want to see this.
Oh yeah. Big old engine. You don't see stuff like this anymore. This is a impeller wheel. So they had probably a belt that went around this wheel there. And it probably provided power. This is probably what provided power to that little house next door. See, this was built to last here. Fully metal. So we pan around, we go back over here. Then in here, this probably was the office. It looks like there's some boxes in here. They had a stove. They had some tables. Had a bunch of stuff in here, it looks like. This stove they might have just threw that in here. Who knows? Then they have their little wood storage area here. And that's that for this little area. We'll keep going up the road. There's some more buildings up here as we go up the road. And then we'll shoot on back down this road and out, and we'll go over to where the lodge houses were, which is pretty cool too. All right, we'll catch you here in a bit. This here is the tricky part. The road really is kind of washed out here, and I'm turning around just for my own safety because I don't have anybody to pull me out if I get stuck. And it's a little bit tricky to get across this creek here. So I'm going to turn around and we'll go back down the road here, and I'll show you the sights on the way out of this little piece. So there's a creek that runs through here, and you come to a point both ways where you can see into this little open area, and it's like it's like a marsh. It's kind of neat. And then here's the road here. Wipe the window off there. So it's just that little path I'm following. So coming back out here, you pass by these two cabins. So these right here are the bunkhouse cabins that the miners used to stay in up here. That's really all that's left of them. There's not much left. But there's two of these. Got this one here, and then this one right here. Not much left of this one either. But you can see the timbers are still decent. They're rotting, but this just gives you an idea of how long these log cabins last. So back in here, there's a mine opening right here, but it's all overgrown in there. But you can see the timbers and everything there where the entrance would have been. Here's the last stop of the day. An old cabin in the middle of the woods. This was the way to get in here. And in the middle of the woods. It's in surprisingly good shape for how long it's been sitting here. The roof is still a good percentage intact. You walk inside here, you could still see daylight from in here, but it's actually pretty dry. So there's parts of here that have a little bit of exposure, but other than that, this is still pretty good shape. So yeah, pretty neat little fir grove you just walk into, and you just come up to here. So, thank you guys for watching. Hit subscribe and all the fun jazz that you do on the YouTubes. So, and I will catch you guys on the flip side in the next video.